Remember the expression, it takes a village to raise a child? Well, in the black community, that thing is non-existent. And it all started when every little hut inside the village went into business for themselves. What inspired this video? Case in point, like today, I have neighbors who have moved to another state. And there's still mail and packages that come. And they have somebody looking over the house. But sometimes things get left over on the porch. So by just timing, I walk out to my vehicle to put all my, like your reusable shopping bags, put them in my trunk so I can have them and stuff. Because, places here in New Jersey charge for buying bags. And I know it's a little bit of change, but it cuts down on waste. Call me Captain Planet. But anyway, back on the subject. I come out to my car and I see one of these 3 regular kids, and I call them regular because they live a couple houses away from me, and I've caught them a few times just doing bad shit, knocking over buckets of garbage, just doing stuff that, like, they have a lot of pent-up energy and they have no guidance, they don't have no home training. And you can hear one of them running up on my neighbor's porch and saying, the truck ain't here, yo. I don't see the truck around. Which means these little bastards, and yes, I'm going to call them that, were scouting the house. And they were going to swipe the package off of the porch. Right? But let's say that was my porch. And I went to my surveillance and I caught them red-handed and I went to their mom with that or their guardian. It will be a fight. It will be denial. It will be a problem. But luckily I was out there and I gave them the look like, I looked them all dead in the eye, and he looked at the main one that ran up on the porch, the ringleader in the whole situation, looked at me dead in the eye, and I gave him that look like, I wish you would. I wish you would kind of look like. And they walked and went right off that porch and went right down the street towards the park. See, this is just an example of issues I've had in my neighborhood. And an old neighbor of mine who lived across the street from me had children who tried to actually break into my shed in my backyard that is double locked. And this woman, who used to be my former tenant, is a straight shooter. She has no reason to lie to us. Hell, she's put us on blast too when she saw us doing stuff as kids. So this woman means well. She's my former neighbor. She saw them out of her window, jumping on top of it, trying to knock it down. But it was a well-built, put-together shed, thanks to my brother and yours truly. And we confronted their father, and the father, of course, denied it. I raised my kids better than that. I don't know. And stuff. And see, this is why the whole it takes a village to raise a child thing fell apart in the black community. Because we got people who are not managing their huts inside the village. And they play stupid. They know their children ain't shit. Because they not teaching them to be shit. And unfortunately, it clashes with those who live in a community, live in a neighborhood, and just want everybody to get along or just coexist. You see what I mean? And it starts at home. We've heard that expression. We've used that expression. You understand that expression. It starts at home. And if you got Boom Quisha and Pookie raising these kids, and these kids don't have no respect, They're thieves. They don't get reprimanded for destroying stuff because their parents are not out here with a supervisory eye. So every time they get caught in the act and somebody else catches them, their parents don't believe it. Or they know their kids are messed up and they try to play dumb and try to play parent of the year. I ain't raised my kid to be like that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, come on now. Stop it. Stop it. And it seems to be a generation. I've been in this neighborhood for 30 something fucking years. And I can tell you, people like this come and go. And it's like, it's different families, same shit. Like one day, these teenagers were playing on my vehicle. I've already got a dent in my vehicle from a lot of this. And I just snapped one day, told them, yo, get the fuck off my car. Stay away from my fucking car. Because when something happened to my car, none of y'all are going to be here for that. Y'all going to run. You're going to run and you're going to play like nothing ever happened. Stay the fuck away from our car. So one of the kids' father come out to me. Yo, I'm saying, yo, next time, man, come to me, man. Don't yell at my kids. Blah, blah, blah. I'm always here on the corner. I'm like, where are you? I don't see you anywhere, bro. Anywhere. I don't know who none of these kids are. We don't know each other. And when something happens and I catch your kid red-handed in the act, you're going to want to fight me. You're going to want to deny it. You're going to say that your child ain't raised like that. And I'm not here for that shit. I'm not here for it. I'm so sick of this bullshit. I'm over it. Raise your kids right. And people like, well, Fury, you ain't a father. You don't understand. I am a son. And I know how I was raised. Just one of those instances where you don't have to be a father to understand what's going on here. You are somebody's child. And if your mother or your dad raised you right, in this case, I was raised in a village mentality and my mother wasn't playing that. So here I am, grown, still carrying those values with me, still carrying that moral compass with me. My moral compass is pretty much on point. There's some things like some people, sometimes you just gotta just let them go. But otherwise, I try to be as helpful as possible. But some people gotta go. Sorry, some of y'all gotta go. So I don't have to be a dad to understand that there's just some shit that is just unacceptable. It's unacceptable behavior, and I'm not here to coddle that. I'm not here to play that. And I would hope that somebody, a neighbor of mine, would carry that same respect, mutual respect. But like I said, once the village shut down and everybody went into business for themselves and nobody gives a shit, and as long as Pookie and Boomquisha kids are out of their hair and they not in the house annoying them while they have relations and smoke weed or whatever, and you might be like, yo, Fury, come on, bro. You being stereotypical. No, son. This is somebody who goes into people's houses every day with the smell of weed, children toys all over the place ain't cleaned up. I know what goes on. You forget what I do for a living? Come on now. So, in the end, there's no more village. When people started to do a poor job of parenting, and a poor job of parenting is when a parent can't even deny that their child is capable of fuckery. That is poor parenting right there. Some parents act like they have a moral compass to save face. When there's nothing they can do to defend bad behavior of their child, they want to put hands on their child and pretend like, I ain't do this to, I ain't raised you to be like that. And I'm like, please, please stop. 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 My mom ain't had to come to school with my ass. It's all about when I got home, what was going to happen behind closed doors. See, real parents don't have to be out there cursing and acting up and beating up people, beating your ass in front of people. They don't have to do that. And that art is lost. It's lost because we got parents out here who just want their kids out of their hair for a little bit of a while, and they don't care what happens outside. As long as they didn't see it, they don't believe it. You're an asshole. You're just trying to attack my children. Oh, now you want to be a parent. Fuck out of here. Anyway, y'all, I'm out. Peace.